You know that feeling, right? Staring at a blank page. You've got this complex question staring back at you, and the clock, well, it just keeps ticking down. It's a familiar feeling for a lot of people, but we're going to change that story for you, starting right now.
Yeah, 40 minutes, a minimum of 250 words. It's the biggest part of the writing test, and for so many test takers, it's the biggest challenge. The pressure is absolutely real, but in this explainer, we're going to lay out the exact path to get you through it with confidence.
Welcome to The Explainer by IELTS Guide Phil on YouTube. Today, we are going to break down the exact strategies you need to plan, structure, and write an essay that's going to earn you that Band 7, or even higher. So let's get right into it.
So here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with what the Band 7 challenge really is. Then we'll get into knowing your question type, mastering a 5-minute plan, building your essay step by step, dodging those common mistakes, and finally, your success checklist.
Okay, let's dive into the challenge itself. To win any game, you've got to understand the rules first. And the core task here is to write a really well-argued essay within some pretty tight limits on time and word count.
Let's talk about this number, 250. To be crystal clear, this is the absolute minimum number of words. If you write less, you're going to get penalized. Simple as that. So our goal isn't just to hit this number, but to write comfortably past it without losing any quality.
All right, before you even dream of writing a single sentence, you have got to know what kind of question you're being asked. Seriously, getting the question type wrong is one of the fastest ways to tank your score.
These right here are the 5 main types of essays you're going to run into. Is it asking for your opinion, or to discuss both sides? Maybe it's a problem-solution thing. Figuring this out first dictates your entire essay structure. I can't stress this enough. It is the most important first step you can take. Now for what I like to call your secret weapon. The funny thing is, the most important part of your 40 minutes actually happens before you start writing the essay itself. I'm talking about your plan. It's not wasted time. Trust me, it's an investment. Just 5 minutes. That's all it takes. Seriously. Spending 5 quick minutes to break down the question, brainstorm some ideas, and just sketch out your paragraphs, it's going to save you so much headache later on. It stops you from freezing up mid-essay and makes sure your argument flows logically from start to finish. And here is the blueprint for your essay. It's a super simple 4-part structure. You've got your intro, 2 body paragraphs for your main ideas, and a conclusion. Burn this structure into your memory because it works for almost every question and gives your essay instant clarity.
All right, with our plan and our structure ready to go, let's start building this thing. We're going to look at what makes each paragraph tick, starting right from that very first sentence.
Check out this strong introduction. The first sentence, it just rephrases the general topic, the debate about cooking in schools. The second sentence presents the 2 different sides. And that last sentence, it's basically a little roadmap for the examiner, telling them exactly what's coming. It's clear, concise, and gets the job done. Now let's get to the body paragraphs. This is the real heart of your essay. Each one needs to follow this simple little formula. Start with a clear topic sentence. Then explain what you mean. And finally, and this is so important, back it up with a specific example. An example just brings your argument to life. I mean, think about it. It's the difference between saying cooking classes are healthy and saying a recent study showed teenagers who took cooking classes were 40% less likely to eat junk food. Which one sounds more convincing? Specifics are everything.
And finally, the conclusion. Your only job here is to summarize and restate. See how this example quickly recaps the debate and then clearly states the author's opinion again? And notice, it doesn't bring in any new information. It's just a confident, strong way to finish.
Okay, now that we know how to build a killer essay, let's talk about how to protect that score. These are the common little traps that can easily drag a great essay down a whole band score.
You've got to watch out for these. Going under the word count? Automatic penalty. Ignoring one part of a 2-part question? You haven't answered the task. Using slang like gonna or wanna? That's way too informal. And trying to write these super long, complex sentences usually just leads to more errors. They're all easy mistakes to make, but they're also easy to avoid.
So, you've finished writing. You look up at the clock, and you've got a minute or 2 to spare. What do? You use that time for one last, super important check. This is your final chance to catch mistakes and just polish your work.
In those last 2 minutes, just run through this list in your head. First, did you answer every single part of the question? Is the argument logical? Quickly scan for any obvious spelling or grammar typos. They're easy to fix. And of course, the big one. Are you definitely over that 250-word line? This little review can honestly be the difference between a Band 6 and a Band 7.
And there you have it. That's the blueprint for a high-scoring essay. You now have the structure, you have the strategy. The only thing left to add is practice. You've got to take these tools and just use them over and over until they become second nature. If you found this breakdown helpful, hey, there's a lot more where that came from. You can go read the original full blog post over at IELTSGuidePhil.com. For more deep dives, you can check out our Spotify podcast, and for sure, come join our really supportive community on Facebook for more tips. And to make it super easy for you, we've put all the links to everything right there in the description below. And finally, if you have any questions at all, just drop them in the comments below. And for that personalized, expert feedback on your own essays, you should definitely check out the Writing Correction service. Thanks for watching this explainer, and good luck with your prep.